I told you about one event I went for and something, and I was speaking with this lady, and she kept offering me gum, I said I don't want. I know the job gum. I know. Funny thing. The next day or 2 days later, Ricardo Banks posted something on his Instagram. It wasn't at the event, though. It was just like, my brother. It was just my brother. If girl give you chew gum, collect them or it get why. That was when I was I say, yeah. So I don't mean Nisha.
Yeah, we got this. It's that time again. OMG, my lovely husband, you know in my OMG, and together you can call us the OMG. Sit back, relax, and sip your tea. We keep you company.
Welcome to our channel, OMG. Welcome to our channel, OMG. Welcome to our channel, welcome to our channel, OMGs, 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 OMGs.
Hi everyone, thanks for watching our video today. But before we start, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and comment below. Say hi.
But the crazy thing is, it happens everywhere. So when a guy is happy, when they are hyping you, you will be forming humble. I don't know. But when they are not hyping you, when they are yabbing you, you now want to hype yourself. For example, when they are like, you know bad, you don't get anything. I be bad, but bad days. If they are having bad days, just a try. This life. What are we talking about? You have started recording.
Okay.
It might be no. Come back to the press record though. I work on gist long. We were just gisting. There's press record. But I'm sure, that was interesting. But I don't think it has anything to do with what we're saying today.
Well, we are talking about being each other's hype person. Hype.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah,
oh,
so
nice.
It does.
Man, do.
Hype me up, man.
Yeah, hi
my
guys.
My Nick.
Welcome to the OMG's channel. This is the most beautiful lady in the world. You know, like.
Gas me up, yo. Gas me.
You know, so it's one thing to be beautiful. You know, you have a fine face and all that. Then it's another thing to now be in shape. Like you have a very sexy, curvy body, very, very good shape. You know, so those are two different things. So it's now another thing for you to look so beautiful. You now have amazing shape. You now have sweet, fresh skin. You know, like very comforting skin that when that skin rubs on somebody else's skin, the person's destiny is made. Is like skin that affects your destiny positively. So that's three. So the fourth one is, so you have an amazing face, like you look beautiful, then you have a good shape, then you now have sweet skin, then you now have the weight in the right areas. Do you understand? So you can be shapy, but you don't have, you know, the toys, but you now have every single thing. You know, you now have this sweet accent. You are now smart upstairs. You know, you are now spiritually buoyant. You now have good children inside you. And you're now a good wife. Do you understand? So who am I talking about? Meet the one and only my wife. Do you understand? Like my own wife, YetundeVlogs. My wife in whom I'm very well pleased.
Look at your cheeks. I didn't even know what to say after that now.
You don't worry, you can't. I'm the chairman of this game. Just introduce me. Just say hello, meet EmmaOhmaGod.
No. I can't, you know, I don't have to hype like he does. I can write.
Just say my name. It's
but
okay.
I can't, don't worry. Don't worry. This is my boo. The man of my life. The man that I prayed for. The blessing that it just keeps on giving and continues to give forever and ever. My baby daddy. This kind-hearted, sweet and precious man who is so thoughtful and so loving and so expressive with his love that I always say, God, now maybe this. Now maybe this. Now you give me this man that is the man of my dreams and the man of my reality. I'm so blessed. I'm so grateful to have you. thankful for you. And I didn't have to have a short man. A long a man that is 2 heads taller than me. 2 heads and shoulders. 2 heads and shoulders taller than me. That he can grab me by his waist. He can carry me when you're gymming properly. But like, I'm so blessed and I'm so grateful for you.
So yeah, guys, why am I laughing? Yeah, I appreciate that. Because I know it's not your thing. But why am I laughing? It's not because I'm blushing. It's not because of what's in my head. So if, according to how we toasted each other, how we hyped each other, if we were supposed to list it according to to books in the Bible romantically, I will be Songs of Solomon, the romances and everything, and she'll be Isaiah. Because she just sounds like a prophet, those serious prophets. But yeah, I know you love me. I know.
I can't even.
You show your love with your strength,
I know, Michelle.
Anyway, so that's what we're talking about today. Like, me personally, I believe that one of the things that I believe works, like I believe should be done in marriage, at least particular what I try to do in this marriage is you should be the number one hype man for your spouse. Do you understand? Like they should hear the best compliments from your mouth, so that if they hear any compliment outside, thank you. But it doesn't, because they should hear the best from you. And when I say hype, you are not lying. Do you understand? Because first of all, anybody that you should date, anybody that you should marry should be somebody you are truly attracted to. Yeah. Now, attraction can fade off. Do you understand? But there's a way you lock your mind and you decide. Because they've said it's times after time that marriage and everything is a decision. It's a continuous decision. You wake up daily choosing to love this person all over and all over and all over again. Do you understand? So, and life itself, it's psychological. It's the way you bring up your mind, the way you train your mind, that's the way to go. Do you know? Like, over time, your preferences in life are based on the way you were built up. The food you like to eat is the food that you were trained with. If you like fleshy women or whatever kind of women, it's a psychology. Do you understand? So whoever you are with, you've already chosen to be with that person and everything. So in your mind, when you already know that I'm only me and this person, so it's in your own best interest to do the things that will make this person keep shining, keep being happy. And beauty starts with happiness. Do you understand? Somebody that is not happy inside, there's no way they if inside is bad, outside will not reflect. Do you understand? So even there are times that you feel like, okay, there are things you are seeing in your spouse that you don't like. If you have to complain, you don't even complain. You start from good. Do you understand? You psych them, you hype them, you praise them into that thing you want to do. For example, there are times that maybe I don't just like what she's putting on or something and everything. There's it happens.
Flipping cheek.
Because those are because so far so good, and I pray it continues like this. But I've not found you unattractive. Do you understand? Because you hold your side, you fine, you get. So the few lapses that I've seen thus far, I don't like this. Because you can be funny with your style.
You told me to burn it. That's what he says. He says to burn the shirt.
At the end, after the hype. After we start with the hype,
sometimes you don't even need to tell me. You just be like, babe, so you should give this to somebody.
Well, do I start with?
No, you hype me normally.
So I'll just be like,
I laugh when you tell me that.
So I can start.
Most times I know when you hate.
Sometimes I can even start with, man, dressy, even no dress that is even fine in his life. It's the person that is wearing the dress that made the dress fine anyways.
Or you be like, I just saw some dresses that I really think that would be so nice. Like, that this dress is so nice. I want to get you some. You need to get some new clothes. Because you can be funny with your style. Because you like what do you call those things you like again? Vintage.
If you like vintage, and
I like vintage. I was really into vintage. I even had an online vintage store.
You're still into vintage now, yeah.
I had an online vintage store. No, I'm not as into vintage today.
Yeah, that's true. Which I think you should revive, because I think you might get customers. Guys, if you want her to revive her online vintage store, if you will buy from her, let's drop in the comments. Drop it, because these are things. There are things she was really passionate about, but maybe they didn't work well, and she just gave up.
I came to Nigeria. I even brought the stuff with me. I didn't sell them. I was too nervous.
So this part of the hype, because I tried to really encourage her, and this vintage one is one I'm really encouraging her with. So if we can get at least 20, 50 customers from here, just say you will buy from her so that she can revive it. She has good
serious?
stuff. She has good. Let's see how it goes now. So back to what I'm saying. So sometimes if I see you don't like, I don't like what you are wearing. I walk my way into it. I don't just say, babe, this come on,
like,
this is so ugly. You look so ugly.
No, you don't say that. No, you never speak to me like that.
So where I'm getting to is what you say. Even if your partner is forming like they don't care, it affects them. It really, really does affect them. So you have to be their number one hype man. I've spoken too much, so I'll get back to it. So
I think that as well. I was actually speaking to my cousin today, and I was saying to her that we're talking and just about relationships in general, and the fact that when you are newly in a relationship, oftentimes, there's this glow, you're really happy. And not even just that, as the relationship proceeds and it, and as it matures, there should be like, there's a difference about you that your friends and your family can see, that you've become better as a person, that, things may not always be perfect and things may not always be great, but you as a person are becoming better, and you are, there's something about you, the joy is in you, you're radiant in the fact that your life is, you're blessed, you're blessed, and because it truly is a blessing to have someone that supports you. I think that if you have someone that drains you, that is not like supportive, that is quite negative, and there's no shadow of doubt, no matter how strong that person is, it will chip away at them. And, that's why we have to be mindful of how we speak. And also, I think as well, sometimes we think we're ready to get married and we haven't dealt with those things in our friendships sometimes, because again, marriage is a friendship, right? If you talk to your friends somehow, and you kind of, you're a bit of a way with them at times, or you can disregard their feelings at times, and you be like, I'm just telling you the truth, I'm just being honest. There's people that are frank in how they speak, but in the same breath, you need to care about the other person. You need to be sensitive about the other person's emotions, about their feelings. And if you're not, what's the point? How can you say that you love them and you attack them? How can you say that you care about them and you're you're chipping away at them, you're bringing them down, or you're even embarrassing them in front of others? I think that is it's dangerous, and it's mentally that's regarded as abuse. It's not physical, but that's some form of emotional abuse. If you're and being in a friendship where you just felt for me, I feel like I've been in a friendship where I just felt lesser than, I didn't feel like I reached the person's standard, and I felt that person felt like that they were better than me. And so imagine having that in a marriage. That was awful in a friendship. So imagine having that in a marriage, and you now talk down to the person, or you now tell them that, what's this, do this, babe, as in I'm just tired, you don't even listen, or just disregarding them. And it's you want to get the best out of them, but you disregard them. Make it make sense. How really? For example, you can marry someone and maybe their style is not great, but the person has a great heart and they're good looking and you love them and everything, but their style is not great. Should be small, you'll be like, oh babe, I got you these trousers, I got you these shoes, or whatever. There's things that, when it comes to outward things, we can influence, right? But when it comes to the person on the inside, you knew that they were like this. Are you going to try to, so you want to now change them and mold them to who you want them to be? Oshé, Jesus Christ.
Because that's the thing, marriage is not about molding one person. It's about two people on learning and relearning. So two people on molding and remolding, if I can put it that way, So I was going to say that, definitely, you can, because a couple of people can be like, life is not that hard now. I can just say there are things you can joke around with, but there's always a boundary line. For example, if you see us, we yab each other a lot, but we know, for example, most times when I yab her, what I say, she farts, there are things I say repetitively because I know that she doesn't have a problem with it. You understand? The last episode we did when she was talking about my neck is normal. That thing I said, it didn't touch me. It's normal because it's just like children. We are yabbing ourselves. You mess some Babangida fly gate. You know all those kind of things. But there are things that that there is just a deeper level of sensitivity where you just need to draw the line and you need to be careful on how you say some things and everything. Okay, for example, there have been times, and it has happened to both of us. There have been times that it's not that we didn't brush that day. It's not that. Do you understand? But you feel me? So, and it's outside. There was even a time, I don't know if it was me to you or you to me. The person discovered that the other person spoke with somebody and the person reacted. It
was me that I discovered. I feel like my breath is dying.
So imagine if like, and me had noticed. Do you understand? So imagine if I just tell her, "Oh, your mouth is smelling." Now, what did you get? Like, there's a way you like. Sometimes
you feel bad enough. You don't need like an extra.
You know, sometimes I will have even discovered since I will just be okay. How do I put this across? How do I? Then I'll not be like
This lie.
I'll not be like.
Oh, you're making it seem like my mouth.
No, Shebi is because you use yourself. I say it's both of us it has happened to, but the example we remember now is your example. Do you understand? But it happened to me more. It has happened to me more. Anybody's mouth can buy in this Lagos. Do you understand? So first of all, brush twice.
When you don't have breakfast.
Brush twice. Use mouthwash. Use mouthwash. Then if you've been out for long, you can be a victim.
Eat something.
Chew gum. I told you about one event I went for and something, and I was speaking with this lady, and she kept offering me gum. I said, I know once. I know they chop gum. I know. Funny thing. The next day or 2 days later, Ricardo Banks posted something on his Instagram. It wasn't at the event though. It was just like, my brother. It was just my brother. If girl give you chew gum, collect time or it gets why. That was when I was like, I say yeah. So I don't mean Nisha.
And she offered you more than once.
So this is still something that is not. As serious you get, but there are some. For example, okay, me, I'm untidy. You know, my wife is a major. I won't call it a battle, but it's one of the things she hates most. She likes to be tidy. Do you understand? But
and I think I'm not even so tidy like that, but you've made me tidier.
But imagine her. There were ways my mom used to talk to me, like, and it hurts me. Do you understand? But so imagine she too picks it up from there. My mom used to call me Obun.
Are you serious? You never told me that. Wow.
As in, she used to call her now. And it's not like I'm dirty. My ways are just different in terms like
very different.
I'm that kind of person that I will fix a day. I will arrange my room, arrange everything. It will be clean. Yeah. Then the next day, everything is. As I come back, everything can be disorderly for like maybe the next 1 week or something. Then I'll fix it up like that and everything. But she's like the person that likes to put things in place the way.
And you know what's so funny? My mom can watch this and be like, this is not using that. I know that I was messy as well. Like maybe I wasn't as messy as he was, as he is. But
yeah, you don't. I don't know you to be messy, or maybe because we have help or something. But
yes, and also because you're messy. The thing is, I was messy, but I don't like a messy space. Like it's just like I don't like cleaning. I'm not ashamed to say I don't like cleaning. I actually hate it. So, but I'd rather be in a clean. I can have like untidiness, like in terms of like some clothes here and there, but it can't be dirty. Like no.
So my point, what I was trying to get to is, so she could have just been like, "Why are you always so dirty?" What's it? As opposed to there are ways she talks to me about it. If she gets so pissed off, she'll be like, babe, how hard can it be for you to just this clothes you put here, see the basket, just put it here. Do you understand? So me say I won't be angry because I know that okay, I'm not thinking. I can't get the perfect examples to use for these things.
Like, it could be like, okay, for example, one of the things that we've spoken about before as well, that after you have a child, a lot of things changes. Like marriage, I feel like one of the most challenging times of marriage is when you have a child, when there's a new child, new addition to the family. It is super tough because as a woman you're just overwhelmed anyway, and the last thing you're even thinking about is the very last thing you're thinking about is yourself, let alone what you look like. You're just about eating, right? And you're just about even breathing. So then someone will now tell you that, babe, you're looking a mess. Like, duh.
So as a man, let me tell you what will give you the 2% right to say something close to that, and you're not even going to say she looks like a mess. If you want to complain about her looks and everything, what will give you the 2% right is, do you know, like, wipe the baby's bum.
Take the
Do
baby.
you understand? Bath the baby.
Take the
You know,
baby.
change the diapers. Like, no, don't even take the baby.
Take me for a day.
Calm down first. No. He doesn't have boobs. He doesn't have
No,
breast.
she can pump.
Calm down. No, let's not even take the baby. Let's not. You take the baby, but you, man, do everything. Do you understand? Make her food ready in the morning that she doesn't have to bath. In the midnight when she wakes up, wake up with her, dance, do something that will distract. Just make sure that you've assisted her in everything apart from the ones you cannot do, like breastfeeding and everything. Then you can now, because both of you, make sure that both of you have the same level of stress that she's going to, which can never be the same anyways. Do you understand? But at least know that you have tried. That she said, "Going to say this guy try." At that point, anything you say would kind of make sense to her, but you'll still be sensitive about it. You won't be like, like, why do you understand?
Yeah.
You
Or
feel
take
me?
the baby. I will continue to say that. Take the baby, because I think that we need to normalize men handling their newborn babies. We don't normalize it enough. It's always the woman. Oh, I don't have breasts. I can pump. Don't worry. Let me have a few hours off. Like, you can, as long as the baby is taking the bottle and the baby is feeding. What else is there? Change the baby's nappy. Like, sometimes, especially when I think about when I first had Fermi, I couldn't even think straight. And even because I was so stressed, I was exhausted because I wasn't sleeping. I couldn't even produce breast milk properly. So imagine if I just I was scared to even be away from her because I just felt like I needed to be with her all the time. But then if you tell me that, hold on, do you know what, babe? Just don't worry. I've got her 2 hours. Just go and eat or something. Go and bath and go and sleep, or go and bath and go and eat or whatever. Like, when I had that, it helped me a lot. Like,
but they grill.
I don't know.
Do you understand?
I know.
But that's why I'm saying, don't say take the baby.
No, but sometimes
most women will not even drop the baby.
But
you get.
normally, first time moms don't usually. Second time mom probably.
Don't even go to this our baby story, because I'm the one that even suffered. Do you understand?
What do you mean you suffered?
I'm the one that suffered, man. Like, because I was there in all the ways I could. Do you understand? But the few complaints I had were not even about you, about me. For example, I've told her, when your friend had to make, like, you could, like, when you were in London and your friend had to make, like, that yam and egg for me. And that's how they make it, that it was in the stream of, whatever, and I could not eat it.
I did not tell her, but okay.
Oh, okay. So she told her because she knows. She told me sorry later because she was like, oh, that's how her husband likes it and everything, So, but I could not eat it. You understand? And I was not even trying to tell you to make another one. I was just trying to.
Yeah. You want me to sympathize with you?
And but she jagged with mommy.
I was so tired, and I just thought. The last thing I wanted to hear was that kind of
that particular day.
Oh my gosh, baby.
I felt so bad. I felt left alone in this world.
Yo.
Do you understand? Because that was not the day.
Yeah, you did.
The what do they call him? That doctor came to check on Fermi. That doctor that used to come to the house, like the way she said was addressing me that day, like everybody was just pushing me to one. I felt so, this is out of the topic. Is because we brought this up again. It's not like she talked down on me or anything, but I felt left out of this world. I felt alone. And I don't have mommy, I don't have daddy. Like you just,
that's what you told me, and that time I was like, I just felt so bad.
This is my only family again. I'm just here trying to help. Everybody was just pushing me away. So you need to. I think today's topic is kind of everywhere because now we have entered. So when you are trying to talk about men supporting and everything, look at the ones. There are some that are supporting too, and they are doing everything they can, but you are not even accepting the support, and you guys are still just throwing them away, so they are like, what do you want from me? What do you need me to do in this life?
What do you want from me?
You say I should carry baby, drop the baby. If the man carry baby, you say the man want to squeeze the life out of the baby.
Hold the head, squat the head. This one. But all in all though, what we're talking about is just essentially is supporting each other and making each other feel good.
And never make each other feel less. Like never ever. Like even if you have something major to complain about,
and even if you're super
talk
angry,
about it constructively.
Like
it should be. Imagine that because of you, your spouse, as they wake up, as they just remember that you are here again, really they just feel stressed again because there's nothing they seem to do that satisfies you because you are just always complaining, and the way you even complain just brings them like see, it's
very
depression in this life is real. It's God that there's nobody that cannot be depressed. The only thing that keeps most of us away from depression is first of all God. Thank God for God, because see, if you know God, if you have God, if depression is looking you in the face like describe to God, He will take depression. With God in your life, you can't have depression. I'm just slotting it down in there. I have to choose God here and there.
That one's a tough topic.
But
yes,
but a major thing that can keep depression away is love. So imagine the one that you expect that should love you. They are now the ones putting you down because they just always seem to have complaints. And one more thing I wanted to say from the beginning, I forgot to say, the major way to go about this thing, make sure there's communication. If you guys, because if there's no communication, like if you guys don't talk, there might be things you need to complain about that you not exactly complain, but let the other person know about that you did not say, and the other person too did not know, so they keep doing it. And it just gets to the point where it's almost as if this person disgusts you. There are some relationships like the way the man looks at the woman, the way they talk is as if, or the woman looks at the man, it's as if they disgust each other. You don't want to get to that level. Today's talk, I hope we made sense.
Thank God. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to comment if you have any comments and any kind of.
This is one of those episodes that we start, we know what we want to say, then in the middle, different things just come.
You shall get our drift.
For this married thing, it's well.
Oh, about shit. Anyway, hope you guys don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't.
Batteries if I could away. This guy's alright.
We shall see you in our next video. Bye. Hey guys.
Yeah, thank you for watching our video.
Thank you.
But before you leave, we are forgetting something.
Have you liked this video? Did you like this video?
Did you comment? Have you subscribed to our channel?
Subscribe. And did you hit the notification bell?
You have. Thank you so much. If you haven't, please just do, yeah?
Do that, please.
See you guys on the next video. Bye.
Family, get in the bathroom now!
Bye-bye.